called the bar scam, ripped for hundreds, even thousands of dollars under extreme duress, physical harm. From here we walk along the pier where the ticket booths for the ticket office for the ferries are. The ferries can go to different places, across the water to the Asian side, or even to Bursa. Here's some of the fried corn. Got some people fishing, just sitting, hanging out. Kind of a nice little area as we're almost to the beginning of the Galata Bridge, which is over there. Actually, before we go over the bridge, why don't we go over here where these actually, just to show all the different little shops that are sort of under the bridge, but you can't actually go across the bridge entirely this way. You can kind of go halfway and then you have to come back. So let's take a look here. So we have some restaurants here with a view of the ferries and the water. So that was just a bunch of restaurants kind of lining that whole section. So I just came back out. We're going to head up the bridge now. Last time we came over the bridge, I saw the classic shoe shine scam. Who knows if we'll see that today? We might not. Lots of fishermen out there today. It was earlier in the day than when I crossed last time. So there's only a few fishermen last time, but now they line both sides of the bridge. Alright, we've pretty much come to the end of the Galata Bridge now. You can see behind me is the full span of the bridge. And next we'll head up towards the Galata Tower. So you come down and then you can actually go underneath the bridge to get to the other side rather than crossing over the street. Looks like somebody was playing some music here, but they're taking a break, I guess, at the moment. And we pop up on the other side of the bridge without having to navigate across busy traffic, depending what time of day it is. Classic bus horn sounds. Love it.
Gerçekten bana.
Yes, please.
Megfogadtam tanácsot.
Nem sikerült idég! Kövébe kap be!
Thank you! Bye. Yes, please. Bye.
And from the bridge, we're going to head up this fairly steep hill, but it doesn't last too long. This hill has all kinds of different shops on either side. Some of them are closed today, maybe because it's a Sunday. But it looks like they have a lot of variety. Clothes, shoes, sunglasses, purses, handbags. Getting a little winded climbing this hill. And there we have the Galata Tower. It was worth a little bit of a hill walk to get there. When I was there the other night, there's a long lineup. Let's see what the lineup looks like now. There it is, Galata Tower. So as you can see again, long lineup. All right, now we're going to move on to Istiklal Street. Well, there it is. You read it. We're on Istiklal. This is where, depending where you're from, you have a street with all the popular stores on it. These are legit stores, not the fakes, not the knockoffs. Here's a little streetcar action. This is where you get your Puma stores, your Nike stores, your probably Sephora, Zara. And as I mentioned, they're the legit stuff, not the knockoff stuff. Not that they weren't possibly made in the same country, or the same factory, but for the most part, the knockoffs are definitely not the same quality as the real stuff, especially when it comes to the clothes and bags and shoes and all that kind of stuff. We've got some more Turkish delight shops over here. Bag store. Yes, it says bag store. We've got cafes over here. There's Columbia Sportswear over there. Of course, the classic, the Vans shop. If you need some kicks. If you need some new kicks, there's a Turkcell shop. Pro tip, don't get your SIM card at the airport unless you really, really, really need it right then and there. Just get into town and get it from one of the local shops like that Turkcell shop. And it'll probably be about half the price. Okay, we got the Wetburger right there. I don't know how that compares to the Istanbul burger or the Islak burger, or aka Wetburger, which I've had, which are fantastic. If you haven't tried an Islak burger, aka a Wetburger, definitely need to try one of those. Now this is a little early in the day, but going into the evening, that's where there's scammers that will try to grab a guy that's walking alone and try to befriend him to get him to go for a beer with him. It's called the bar scam. And there's videos online on YouTube. You look up Istanbul bar scam or Istiklal bar scam, and you can see exactly what happens. Basically, they come up to you trying to be friendly, saying, let's go get a drink, let's go have a beer. And they do that. And then once they've done that, they'll take you to a club. And then basically there you get hooped and possibly ripped for hundreds, even thousands of dollars under extreme duress of even physical threats and physical harm. Speaking of burgers, the king of burgers right there. If you're big into shopping, I guess this is definitely the road for you. And we're on the last stretch of Istiklal before we hit Taksim Square. Just a little further. Lots of people out there today. There's a streetcar going. Sometimes there's kids hanging on the back of it, but not this time. And after cruising all the way along Istiklal, we have now arrived at Taksim Square. Check it out. Avoid the Burger King, okay? Just go right next to it to the Berish Buffet. That is the Islak burger or the Wetburger. And it is super tasty. The Berish Buffet is the best of the three Wetburger places that are right side by side. You can see Berish Buffet and Taksim Doner Hamburger. Then Istiklal and Öztürkler. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them have Wetburgers, but the Berish Buffet is the best one. Hello, streetcar. We got this ridiculously amazing, ridiculously in a good way, got this amazing mosque over here. Check that out. We've got this monument over here behind me. Good job, boys, keeping the city clean. So down there is Istiklal, where I walked up. Right around the corner is the Berish Buffet Wetburger. There's the trolley. Pan to the right. Mosque. Continue panning. Monument. So we made it. From Old Town down into Sirkeci, Eminonu, over the Galata Bridge, up the hill to the Galata Tower, then on to Istiklal, all the way along Istiklal, I guess the shopper's paradise, and into Taksim Square. Definitely come check it out.